So if you've been following along this channel, you know that I recently purchased a duplex. It was my first housing purchase at the age of 24 years old. Now with everything that's happened, the cockroaches, needing to rip out the entire kitchen and bathroom, the leak in the ceiling of the attic, all the foundation issues in the basement of this property, I mean, the list seemingly goes on. Was it worth it for me to buy this property? And the answer to that question is no, it was not, but also yes, it was. And I'm gonna explain all of that in this video right here. All right, now before I get too far into the video, I want to talk about the numbers behind this property. I purchased this property for $342,000. I did not bring that to closing. I have nowhere near that amount of money to just throw into real estate. I brought 3.5% down, and I estimated that I would be spending around 30 grand in renovations to bring this place up to speed. Now, the property that was next door sold the very same month for $450,000. They were built by the same builder, but that one was way better maintained, well kept, and I knew going into this that there would be a lot of sweat equity that was going to be involved. So I know that once all the renovations take place, I get somebody in to reappraise it, things are going to be looking much better than they look right now. And there's been so much that I haven't really anticipated with this property. But all in all, what I estimated that I'd be paying, so for the mortgage, the insurance, the taxes, everything that is incorporated in most rental calculators, I am spending about $2,500 per month on this property. Now, once everything is fully renovated and it's rented out, and I'm getting market value on it, I'm going to be taking on about $3,200 to $3,500 every single month. So it's going to be a significant chunk that is covering the mortgage and all the expenses that are covered, and then I'll actually be making some money on top of it. So that was my initial thoughts behind this. Now, everything that is happening along the way is kind of changing when I'm going to break even on it, but I already was assuming that that wasn't going to happen, at least for the first few years. Nice. So we're actually starting out our Saturday. We're going to be heading to the property, and what we're going to be doing there is laying out some of the work that we're going to have the construction workers actually be doing in there for framing. And with the framing, there's a lot that we're going to be putting up, so I'll show you guys what's going on there. But beforehand, I actually got my vanity and my shower in the mail, and for now they're staying here, at least until we're ready to bring them over to the property to get them installed. All right, so we're actually about to take off to go to the property, and really at face value, what's happening here is we're spending more money than we had initially anticipated on some of the renovations and repairs that we're needing to make on the property. But what this has allowed me to do is really assemble a team. So I've got a plumber lined up, an electrician, some framers. I'm getting all the contacts that I need and learning so quickly, because really at the end of the day, everything that really can go wrong with the property, it feels like it has gone wrong. And I don't want to jinx myself by saying that, but I've learned so much, not only about property management, but people management, and then just any issues that sort of arise that you're not really anticipating, sort of mitigation to those. Even when I'm out of the state, nowhere near the property, I've needed to make some emergency decisions to help get the property under control. And so I think that we're sort of on the turn of that now, and on the cusp of finally being able to put things back together instead of demolition, begin really that restoration phase of this property and get things moving in the right direction. So I'm super excited for that.
Lovely weather we're having.
We are now in the eye of the storm. I don't have anything else to say.
There she is.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you, it's a really good day to be here because we get to see how the roof is holding up with the flashing on the chimney being fixed, and also how the gutter system's working, because that's another thing that we put in the house. So it couldn't be any better.
It's dark as hell.
Well, you can already see the progress that we've made. Let me just explain this real quick. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Cool. So basically what we did was we took this wall that was collapsing in, and this concrete here is forcing it back. And And what this is actually doing, once the ground is poured, this will be locked in place, but this really just helps solidify the wall and push against it to make sure that this doesn't get moved in. And we even extended it down here. So this is the first time I'm seeing this area. It's super dark over here. Let me see if I can get a light. Yeah, I forgot too, this cracked. And it looks like it's holding up pretty well with our makeshift sort of plumbing correction, which is good. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I don't know, it worked out well. Yes, but down here, this looks better than that wall, I think.
Yeah.
But, yes, we were having the same issue where it was kind of collapsing in, so we ended up extending it down. We're going to be doing more this way. Look, we put in structure here.
Oh, nice.
And that's on footing. We put in structure here. It doesn't look like it's on footing. There's footing underneath that though, that we dug out and put in. So that's holding, I think that's where we want it, because this one's kind of rusty.
Yep, that's a great spot for it.
This one I still want to replace.
Yeah.
Because look how bad it is. Go zoom in on that. It's so bad, really rusty. Like it's literally gonna crack and fall. So we ended up putting a structure beam right here to take some of the pressure off of it. And I think we'll put one temporary one here so we can remove this and replace it with the real one.
You need to pick up the load from this guy.
Yeah, so, well, that's what this one does. So the other structural stuff we did down here is we threw in this column. It's kind of taking some of the weight from this one, which wasn't doing the job that it needed to do. We also put this one in here and the red one over there, because literally nothing was supporting this before. I don't even know how it was really floating there. And then over here we put one, this one. So we'll see what happens there.
That's another good spot for it though.
But
So,
yeah,
good job.
we just kind of threw them everywhere to make sure that the structure is intact. So when I say earlier that everything could go wrong, kind of has gone wrong, a lot of the areas of this house, as we kind of just follow me and walk through and pan around, we've taken it right down to the studs because of how it was left and the condition it was in before, and what we actually plan on doing with the property itself. So what we're doing here today is we're going to be taking, come over here, we're going to be taking this roll of tape and this tape measure, and we're sort of lining out what we need our framers to do and the work that we need done in order to be able to get us to, you know, live here or rent it out eventually. So there's a lot that we have been working on, and even in the bathroom over here, that didn't sound very good, but you know, we had the shower back at the other place. We have the vanity waiting to go in, and I actually ordered our cabinets from Lowe's just the other day. This is sort of the last of our friends here. There you go. All right, so this is the master behind the plan here. Emma's flipping through what we're gonna need to mark out today for the kitchen, where the cabinetry is gonna be going, where new walls are gonna be going, where we're moving things. It's gonna be this whole elaborate plan coming together. I think we're gonna end up picking up these garbage here, throw them in one of these bins, clear up the area, and start getting some tape going.
29.1 inches.
This is 28 and a half about. So another issue we're running into is the slanted floors. So look at the fridge here. To get this thing to be normal, we need to like go up that much and then forward. Does that look right?
More.
That looks good on my end.
So put it down.
So bad.
It's ridiculous.
All right, so we're now transferring everything. Got some nice red writing. You can see super accurate here. We're going all the way up the wall, starting the tape over here. Can't write on this floor. If you can't hear me, it's because my mask is on. Emma, how's it going? This is the perks of having an architect who's good at measurements, because I would be just messing this up left and right, and you're doing a great job. So you can see it now. This is pretty much what we did. There's a couple measurements over there, but I'm already starting to see my dream kitchen coming together here. I'm gonna be washing my hands right here, perfectly underneath the window. Dishwasher is gonna open out right here. We got the washer and dryer in that corner over there. Then coming over here, I'm gonna be cooking up the food right here with the fridge that's gonna open this way. It looks a little crooked right now, but that's gonna be fixed. And then this is our island and the overhang on that side. So yeah, I think now we're just waiting for the framers, and everything else has been squared away too, so that's the next step. Okay, so this door that is over here, it's gonna be moved over here. We're bumping this in just a little bit to make way. This entryway is gonna be pushed over here, and it will no longer be underneath the stairs. It's gonna be great. And then over here, just quickly, we're gonna have, where you're standing, this is gonna be a coat closet up to about where my hand is. And then on this side, we'll have another bedroom closet right here. It'll be from about here over to this wall. And yeah, so making a lot of progress here. Next steps, get those framers in, get this all built, put it together, clean it all up, wire everything, get the plumbing done. And then one day maybe we'll be able to live here. I don't know. So there you have it. Things aren't necessarily going exactly as I planned them to be. However, I think that at the end of the day, you know, a year down the road, when everything's all fixed up, things are moving, it's rented out appropriately, we're going to be in a pretty good spot with this property, and it's going to be one that hopefully I can hold on to for a while. So thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. I really appreciate it. Sorry I've been a little bit absent on the posting, and I'm hoping that as these things sort of get wrapped up and we move further along in this project, my time will be freed up. I'll be able to focus more on investing and actually making money rather than spending it on this property. So thanks again, guys, and I hope you have a great day.